This is me, Binti. I'm about to go down here to the Baltimore Auto Show and see what these guys are really showing these. Hey guys. Okay, so we're talking about Taylor Swift, and Travis Kelce getting married. They got married. They tied the knot at Madison Square Garden. Nice. And plenty of stars were there. And the wedding cost over $20 million. Yes. So we had Adam Sandler there, who actually was the guy who gave the wedding ceremony. So that was pretty good. And we also had Paul McCartney there. Yes, you know Paul McCartney from the Beatles. So he was there. And he also sang, which was very nice. And we also had Gigi Hadid there, who is the supermodel. So she was there. So a lot of people were there. And so it was a really, really good wedding. And you know, the famous movie actor, Steven Spielberg, was some of the people there too. Now, the couple dated for around, they say they dated for about around 3 years. So, that's a pretty good long time of trying to get to know one another, I think. And so, they did that. And then finally they said, okay, we're going to tie the knot. Which I definitely think was good. You know, he's into sports. She's a singer, worldwide singer, you know already. And so they look great together. And so I really thought that was great for them to get married. And at Madison Square Garden, I really thought that was a big, that's big to have your wedding there, you know, because Madison Square Garden is in New York. And it's basically a lot of, you know, it's where basketball, the Knicks are playing there. So it's where a lot of people come to for, you know, events and also for anything, you know. So definitely want to report on that this is a major big event, and Madison Square Garden is a huge place. And so this is major. This is definitely over the top. Yeah, and so a lot of different, you know, people did show up there. And I'm really, really proud of them to actually make it really, really official. You know, a lot of celebrities date for years, and they just never seem to get married. So they kind of remind me of like Ciara and Russell, the football player. Ciara the singer, you know. And so definitely like that. And again, a lot of great people were there. And, you know, it's good when you invite people, celebrities, and you know them well enough that they will show up and fly out to New York City to be there at Madison Square Garden. So this must be one of the biggest weddings ever held there at Madison Square Garden. If it's not the first wedding or the last wedding that ever been held there, it's definitely one of the biggest ones there. And so, definitely a great look at this. The wealth of the people having celebrities there to be able to show, okay, I really am famous. Because I think sometimes when you're just the famous one, this is just my opinion, you don't really recognize yourself as being famous until you see all the other famous friends that you have that would come out there and show up at your wedding, like Paul McCartney from the Beatles, you know, the supermodel Gigi Hadid, and the great movie director again, Steven Spielberg. So this is pretty good, guys, and I definitely think that that's a good list of people to have all come out to your wedding. So it's really a beautiful time for both of them in their lives. And I'm like wondering, will children come soon? Because they've been together for 3 years. So, yeah, pretty much most of the time, Taylor Swift would basically be like, okay, I'll write a song about one of my exes, but she actually went all the way through. And yeah, so they tied the knot after 3 years. And so the wedding was actually on July 3rd. So maybe she'll write a song about it. Yeah. Now both of them, Taylor Swift is 36 years old, and Travis Kelce, I guess her last name would be Kelce now. Kelce. So, yeah, they both are like 36 years old, just a couple of months apart in age. And so it's really good when you're able to date someone in your same age group, because you kind of go through the generations, whatever she's gone through in her 40s. Yeah, you're probably going through it too. And kind of like, it's kind of like you're still growing up together. So I always think that's cute. Yeah. And so I definitely think that, I wonder if they're going to rush to have kids, because 36 is not old, but it's kind of getting up there for women, It's past the age that they say most women should have their children. So I hope she's trying to do something if she's choosing that. I know she has a big career, and she'll be the one to have to take more time off than he does to have the baby. And so I definitely hope she does that before 40 to make sure it's not, any situation with everything, and hopefully she can, but they have like IVF now and things of that sort. She might not have any problem at all, which would be great too. So it's definitely, I always thought this couple was a great couple, but again, we were like, is she going to stay with him, or is he going to be one of her exes too? It happens as you grow up, and so this one is a keeper for her, a keeper. Yeah, so definitely love that, and I think that's great. Yeah, and she's very tall, and he's tall too, and so I'm sure if they do have kids, then it's going to be tall kids too. But they might wait and try to make sure, because I know with their careers, they'll probably spend more time together, being that it's a marriage now, and takes in different changes. But I think that, Sierra and her husband, who's in football, Russell, they go out together. You see them out together. So although their careers are different, they still make the time to travel together, and they have like at least 4 kids. So they really much make the time to be together. I don't know how long they've been married, but it just kind of reminds me of that. Yeah, so it's definitely good luck to them, because it's marriage in itself is hard, and so for it to be a celebrity marriage, it has its challenges, because both of them are celebrities, and so it has the challenges. People who do like you and people who don't like you, and I always want to weigh in on everything that happens, and talk about them, and create stories about them that aren't true. That's what happens with a lot of marriages in Hollywood. But I'm definitely hoping that this one will last, but only time will tell, though. And see if they can just keep it together. And I think 3 years is a good time, long enough to have dated and get to know one another. And In Hollywood, 3 years is a very, very long time. So, 3 years dating in Hollywood, um, definitely for Taylor Swift. That means she really, really likes him, and that's why she married him. Yeah, so we never thought we'll see the day when Taylor Swift actually got married to Travis. And they're staying together. I think that's great. And hopefully these nuptials will last a very, very long time. And we'll see, great things happening. I don't know. I guess wherever he's playing sports at would be where their main home would be now. Because, he has to be at where his team is. But I'm sure they have more than one house. They have a vacation house, the primary residence and things of that sort. So, we're definitely going to see how this comes together. And it seems great. Now, I don't know exactly where each of one of them are actually from. But, I haven't looked that up, but, they definitely seem like a match. And they have some of the same friends that showed up, again, with Adam Sandler being the actual wedding officiant, the comedian, so that must have been fun. They did not let a lot of video come up in there, and they had people can't take pictures or any photos, So I guess that maybe she has just her own videographer to take pictures of her and all the celebrities that are there. And wants everything to come out all at one time. And again, Paul McCartney was there, and he did sing a song there. Now, Paul McCartney is from the Beatles. And so he did sing a song there. And so that must have been nice. And I hope they release some footage to the fans as soon as they can. And this is one of her girlfriends again, Gigi Hadid, the supermodel. And so, I don't know what Steven Spielberg did there. I think it was just part of the guest. I don't know if he did anything a part of the wedding ceremony. But yeah, he was definitely there. And so I think these are both their friends again. And so, at the big Madison Square Garden. So, this must have really been an event. And again, I hope that we will see the video footage come out of that soon. Okay. Well, make sure to hit that subscription button right now and subscribe. You can do that right now. And then like the video and share this video with 10 people and tell them to do the same. Okay? All right. So make sure to make love your guidance source. And make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you soon. Okay. Bye, guys.